Field is set, ready to run. Stand by for a start. And they're racing. Give them a cheer, Australia, wherever you're listening. What a win in a cup we'll never forget.
Welcome to the Reggies Punt Show. You're joined by two blokes who could have been anything but chose to have fun instead. Tommy and I bring the show to you today. Big G is on night shift once again, you know, doing his duty, doing
making
his
sure
thing.
your lights turn on.
Yeah, making sure you got your heaters on for winter.
Yep.
Once again, we're just not his priority, I guess.
Yeah.
You know,
It is what it is, mate.
The people of this great nation are more important than the listeners.
Mate, I just got to say it straight up, I'm fucking busted.
You sound busted.
Yeah.
I've seen you look quite busted.
Mate,
you look like the bloke on your shirt.
Yep. It was a big lift. It was a big lift going behind enemy lines and getting belted in every form.
Yeah.
Like-
You were belted.
Yeah.
The boys were belted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't lift.
I'm proud of you for what you've done.
Thanks, mate.
You flew the flag.
Flew the flag. Was humble in
Obviously,
defeat.
You were very, very gracious in defeat. But, you know, what can you do? You weren't out there playing.
Nah, mate.
You were out there doing your part, and
That's right.
the boys should be disappointed that they've let us down, but most importantly, they let you down.
Yeah, they let the state down.
They let the state down.
Let Suncorp down.
They did.
The Cauldron down.
They've left everything down.
That's right.
So-
So I think, like, obviously, there's no excuses from me.
No.
We were
no
just
way.
not good enough, and the dad kisses were fucking good.
Yeah, we had
We are lucky it isn't 40-0.
easily. It could have easily.
That scoreline does not reflect how dominant New South Wales was.
We'll obviously get like quite in depth on the sports show, but like you said, no excuses. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, Klein, fucking some bad calls, or
I think
this
he's-
would have happened if we had this going on. We had a lot of ball and we didn't execute. Simple as
Yeah,
that.
I think Klein is shit, and I think he had a couple of bad calls, but that did not one bit affect the fucking outcome of
No,
the
it didn't
game.
change the landscape of it
No
at all.
way.
They were the better team.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
And that
but-
hurts me.
Yeah.
That hurts me.
It does hurt to say.
Hurts me.
Everyone that's just writing us off completely, that's why it's a 3-game series, not just one.
Oh, man,
so
100%. The
stay
stats
strapped.
are not in our favour. Perth is not in our favour. New South Wales,
No.
not in our favour. However, there is 3 games, and, you know,
Anything can happen.
You got to have faith, brother.
You got to believe, mate. You got to believe.
I don't think we have a print clip today. If we
No.
did get a winner, there wasn't many of them. So if you did win, sorry, but there isn't a print clip to play today.
I hope you don't feel too hard done by, but
Yeah.
we did a little bit of research then, and we're pretty confident we didn't have a winner. So
Yeah.
maybe some crickets.
Yeah. So anyway, is what it is, boys. I think Groper, in one of his calls that he's got, I think he covers a little bit of the game. But like we said, I think it's best that we'll do a full breakdown.
Yep.
You know, next week and
100%.
and cover shit.
We've
and
got,
plans moving forward.
Yes, we do have some big things to announce. But for this show, we still have a lot to get through as well, mate. We got
That's
some
right.
great racing in the Winter Carnival for Eagle Farm.
Yep.
2 Group 1s, one of them being the Dart in the Queensland Derby, and the other, the Kingsford Smith.
Yep.
That'll be
That's the
our
Group
Group
One.
1 for this week.
Yep.
We've got a dog in about 3 minutes, but I reckon we can take it away with the old boys
Yeah,
segment.
me
eh?
too, mate.
Should we hear from the Big G? Let him have
Actually,
his words.
that's a good call.
Let him get in. If we talk too much before he starts getting his word in, he's going to be
off us.
upset.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, again, the Big G's got to attend the mighty station and shovel some megawatts over the fence just so all of you can charge your phones this weekend. Quickly on the footy, Wednesday night, not last night, but Wednesday night as you're listening. Complete domination by the Blues, unfortunately. Their pack is just too big and mobile. It's almost a bit of a cheat code to be that big but have that much agility. Talking about Payne Haas, Spencer Leniu, and the likes. And look, the mighty Maroons, we didn't have much in attack, did we? Which was a shame. And we can't say we didn't have our chances in the second half because we had a lot of footy down their way. But running down the left at Stephen Crichton might not be our go. And you know, what do you know? Reece Robson, Dylan Edwards just toiled away and was solid as fuck. And Harry Grant and Kalen Ponga were trying to create miracle plays all the time, which, I don't know, I feel like maybe a decade ago, that's what you wanted in Origin, but the way that it's played now, you just want those toilers that don't make a fucking mistake. And, yeah, that was them, unfortunately. Massive uphill battle now for the Maroons, but we won 8 straight and 12 series in 13 years, so fuck up. This is how frustrated and annoyed you dad Pashas would have been for 13 years. So sucked in, and I hate you. On to the racing. Let's have a bet in the old boys. I'm going to go to Eagle Farm race 5, number 2, Gallinero. He's second up. Now, this is a very, very similar race to 2 weeks ago. It's just over 200 metres further. So there's so many of the same horses from the Group 2 Spirit of Boom Classic 2 weeks ago. And lining up again is Gallinero. So I'm backing him in. The Hawks team are pretty bullish about this colt. They love him, and now it's time for him to repay the faith with another victory. We'll appreciate the 1,400. Run under the belt already. So, yeah, just do what you should do and just win. $4.50 the win. I'm going to have 5 units on.
Nice, mate.
See, I don't mind that bet. It's a great horse, but spoiler alert, I'm going to be on something else in that race in a different segment, though.
True.
So
Yeah, right.
that'll cover the grounds for the listeners if you want to jump on with me. I'm in red hot form, but it's not a bad bet. But yeah, everything you said about Queensland, I kind of agree.
Yeah,
and everything
look,
you said about how
I had
we
a
win.
chat with him on the phone on the way here, and like I know what he's saying with the stability, and we've said they're all gun players. I was just trying to milk a bit of positivity for Queensland in the lead up, as
Mate,
you
100%.
got to do.
100%.
As you got to do.
We do. You're not going to go into an Origin series,
Mate, and Harry
doubting
Grant
your
was
team.
close to scoring in that fucking first half.
I
He
almost
had
did a
crack.
backflip.
Yeah,
I
man.
thought I had a mate who was
That
on
was
it
a pot
first
bet
as
on.
well, and then you had it for the pot, and I was thinking, oh, this is biblical. But
Anyway.
yeah, did you have how did you go on the pot and
Yeah,
how'd you go yourself?
well, obviously, man, it was a Queensland heavy pot. That was the whole point
Didn't
of
have
it,
Xavier
right?
Coates and that's
Nah,
it.
man, we had Hammer anytime, we had Grant anytime, we had Val first because of Groper's sort of input there.
Yeah, yep.
And then we went Queensland 1 to 12, Queensland 13 plus, and then a couple of multis with those try scorers. So, man, we just got rinsed. But it's pretty hard to win bets on a team that plays like that.
100%. It's pretty hard to win bets in Origin in general, I feel. I had a few multis on and I tried to cover most bases. I didn't.
Yeah.
Plain and simple, I did not.
And see, Trell not scoring fucked everyone's multis too, because that was
Fucked
I
me,
think that was the
yeah.
biggest probably anytime try scorer put on it
100%.
at all.
I thought there says one bloke I'm going to back for New South Wales to score. It's him. But
What do we got here, Jace?
anyway, enough of State of Origin. Let's get into our weekly Greyhound segment. It is brought to you by Love a Greyhound Organisation. All familiar with it by now. Selfless organisation ran out of Central Queensland, Southeast Queensland. They help rehome former racing greyhounds. Look, all of them are up for adoption. If you'd like to adopt, you can. If not, you just want to donate some coin, you can help out as well to help the pups have a happy, healthy retirement. So head to loveagreyhound.org.au, find out any T's and C's, information you need. Get around the people who get around us.
Yep.
For our segment, we are heading to Sandown Park Race 1. I've got the time right this week. We've got the distance right this week.
Yep.
And we're on Amron Tommy number 2.
Yep.
So, look, it's easy to find Juju because there tends to be a fair few dogs with the name Tom in them. So we're getting 460s just before the jump. And we've got
There's
no
a
one
cou-
in barrier 3.
Yeah, there's a couple of vacant boxes,
There
3
is
and 5.
hopefully a bit of room here, and it just
Pings.
Would be nice to get back in the winner's
The
circle
4
in
and the
this
8
segment.
are the favourites by the look here, but 460 still not too bad. It's
not bad
We're
at
in with
all.
a shot looking at the odds.
We've got the green light. Let's boost up. Get your morale up
Come
a bit.
on.
You're feeling a bit sore. Let's get a fucking win. Ooh, let's get into the rail. Oh, my God, the 4 is fast.
It is.
Can you see,
fast,
Fawn?
Yeah, unfortunately.
It's not in a
Oh.
bad spot. Here we go.
It just depends if the 4's got legs
It's a
late.
2-dog race
Come
here.
on.
Come on.
Come on, Tommy.
Come on, Amron Tommy.
Come on!
Get this corner. Get to this corner. Come on. Just die
Oh,
in the
geez,
ass
the 4
for.
is just
Die
suing.
in the dog ass.
Come on.
Go the 2.
Come on, the 2.
Come on, Tommy.
Come on, the 2.
Come on.
Nah, the 4 is just too good. Just
Led
one,
and
yeah.
stayed.
Anyway, we were close.
We were. Gee,
Unlike
I'd like-
last night.
It's been a while since we've had a
good
win
win.
in our novelty segments,
Yeah.
like the dart and the dog.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind another one.
Geez, we're not doing much winning at all lately, Jace.
No. Groper kind of carried a couple of weeks ago, but myself,
Oh, I've shit the
I'm
bed too.
struggling.
Anyway,
Right.
it's time for the tides to change, though.
It
Keto?
is.
Should we get
Yeah,
Keto?
we'll hear from Keto. Let's hear from the great man.
Reginald, old boys are steaming in this week. There's some results coming. Look, I think the hay stable's going to have a huge weekend across multiple states on Saturday, so I'm getting on the BWJD Hayes train. Caulfield Race 4, number 1, Extreme Virtue, win $6. Caulfield Race 5, number 2, Madia, win $2.70. Couple them together in a multi, guys, you get $16, and I'll be having 4 units. With my other unit, I'm going to throw in an additional leg to that multi with another Hayes runner in the Kingsford Smith Cup in Brisbane. Ooh. Rise at dawn, $4 a place. That'll give you odds of $64 with Neds. Happy punting. Come on, the old boys.
Beautiful. Nice,
Not
Keats.
bad at all, Keats. Not bad at
Quick one,
all.
too. I don't know if we said at the start, but massive shout out to Neds. Whole reason why we get
shout
to
out
do
to
this
Neds.
punch show. Best
They
bookie
love
on
us.
earth.
We love them.
Get
Plain and
around them.
simple, they are the best bookie on
They
earth,
are.
isn't it? Look
They
at this
are.
hat. Look at this microphone. Look at the app.
Look at the
what they're
sunnies.
offering you. Look
Yeah.
what they're offering you. Get in the group if you haven't by now too.
That's right.
The Reggies. Code the Reggies. Simple one word.
Yeah. Now, I am heading with mine. I've got a multi, and like my tips haven't gone well with footy this year, but that's not going to stop me. I just think there's value in the Tigers up against a weary Cowboys with multiple people backing up. They'll be sore, and I just think the Tigers, there'll be players in that team that are stinging, they're not in that team, and they'll want to play well.
There's a few,
That's what I'm
isn't there?
hoping anyway. So I'm going Tigers head-to-head, and then Taruva to score anytime. And that's paying $4.89. And I'll chuck all 5 units on it.
See, I like that. I think we both.
I just think there's a bit of value. Like
Yeah,
without the
I get
origin and the blokes from Tigers not getting picked, I probably wouldn't have went that. I just feel like there's something in the air there for an upset with the conditions. You know?
I like you. Well, we know that fucking anything
It's not
can
nothing.
happen in the league. No, it's
It's
not
not-
nothing
it's
at
not
all.
fucking nothing.
I think you're getting 3s for Tigers just
Yeah.
head to head.
Something like that.
Yeah, you got Cotter backing up. You've got
Nene.
Nene backing up. And then you've got
Reece Robson.
Reece Robson, Tommy Dearden.
Yeah.
You've got a few blokes there that are superstars in that team. They're going to be sore. And then you've got in the Tigers the names that who didn't get picked: Terrell May,
Happy.
Jerome Luai, Appy Corus. Like
That's right.
I like it. I like it a lot. That's I'll definitely be jumping on that myself, actually. And I might get a bit greedy and chuck a little second rower in there.
Ooh.
You know we love second rowers.
We do, and I've got one of those later on.
Ooh, perfect. Didn't see that one coming. Let's hear from Rocket.
Yep.
All the way in Canada.
Boys, punters, Queenslanders, the privileged. Rockets roughies raring to go. Old boys versus the young guns. Saturday, Sea Eagles versus the Donkeys. 4-leg multi, anytime try scorers. Stags, Mam, Olakawatu, Saab. Let's go 5 units at $35, only on Neds. Jump on it, stay hard.
30 to
35.
5.
$35.
Nice.
That's
he
very
just loves-
conservative for him, isn't it?
That's actually quite low odds.
He settled down.
Yeah, it's Olakawatu. I swear to fucking God, if Rocket comes in and gets him,
I've got him
first attempt,
later.
and yourself, and he just big schmole don't want to score when I'm on him,
Yeah.
I'm going to be fuming.
Mate, that's how it works. What do you got, brother?
With mine, I'm getting a bit of justice here, Tom,
Ooh.
because last week I backed Vidad
Yeah.
in the old boys, which are our dads, and it was Omen, but I think it's a good horse, and I liked the bet. Scratched.
Oh,
Racing this weekend in Caulfield,
yep.
so I have to jump on it here. It had a horrid trial since then, though, during the week. It ran 10th from 10.
That's the go.
It's not what you want, but I'm hoping, and I don't think it'll phase it too much. I think it's going to be super fucking keen here after having some time in the paddock, and it loves the mile.
Yep.
Way too classy for the rest of the competition as well. It's time to fucking pounce. Jai McNeil's on board, and you're getting $5.50. So
Which horse is it?
Vidad.
Vidad.
So I think 5s, it's going to get a little bit lower on the day maybe. I'm just going to chuck 3 units on that.
Yep.
2 units left over, and I've sniffed out some results, I think, in the AFL that could be some value, and I'll put them in a multi.
Yep.
Starting with the Moons against Fremantle. They're paying $1.40 for the win, so I'm going them head-to-head. You'll be happy about this. I don't know if you want to reach all the way over for the little squawker or do one in solidarity. That was super enthusiastic. Crows against Swans. They're paying $1.70.
Battle of the
I
Birds.
think they're going to go to the SCG and shit all over them. Melbourne versus St Kilda. I think D's will get up there. And then Cats are going to just hump the absolute fuck out of West Coast. So I'm going them 40 plus.
Yep.
Those 4 legs, you're getting about $6.40. So I'm going to slap 2 units left over on that. So I'm splitting it up here, and I'm playing it kind of safe odds-wise because, I don't need to swing in this segment. It's a team sport, and it's a team effort.
chip away.
So chip away through the year. Get us some nice unit improvement.
Yep.
No one needs to panic yet, mate.
No, love it, mate.
And I need a win, and I need it bad.
Same.
Let's
Pedro.
hear from Pedro.
G'day, Reggies. Old boys versus young guns. Let's go. I'm going to split my units up as I do, but I'm going to give you one of my different bets. I've been a bit lucky on it lately, so we're going to have a 6-leg AFL goal scoring multi. That's right, Gropes. Wow. Here we go. So you got 6 goal scorers across the round, all getting 2+ goals. Easy. Right, here we go. Jack Gunston, 2+. Ben King, Jesse Hogan, Darcy Fogarty, Jack Higgins, and Jeremy Cameron. That's fucking easy, basic. And Neds are going to give me $7 for that. That's great odds. Cheers, Neds. I'll have 3 units on that 6-legger. With my remaining 2 units, I'm going to go to Eagle Farm race number 5. And I'm going to smack 2 units on number 7, Aerodrome. Regan Bayless on the back. Michael Freeman trained, 2-year-old, loves the wet. It's 2 for 2. It's going for a hat-trick. Great up-and-comer. I'll have my remaining 2 units on that at $6. All right, boys. Let's go, old fellas. Attack.
Nice,
Well,
Pedro.
you could probably hear Quino's enthusiasm for putting that one in. And Groper will just be punching his computer screen right now too.
He'll be doing fuck all anyway.
Yeah, he'll be just staring at the back of his eyelids, no doubt. Fuck. You're going to have your pick for the Eagle Farm Race 5A. The
Because what are you on it as well?
size produced stakes. Yeah, you're going to have what I'm going to be on. I'm not going to tell you. And then you got Gallinero for Gropes and then Aerodrome for Pedro. So they're going head-to-head in this segment. Which,
Unreal. That's good.
You've got your trifecta sorted unless you're going to have more.
Yeah,
And
that's great. Going head-to-head with the old
I
boys.
do like it. I do.
Me too.
Well
Go on,
done.
Gropes.
That's the old boys done.
Old boys done and dusted.
Now
Should
I
we hear
believe
from
we
the
go.
bananas?
We do go to the bananas.
Dun-dun-dun,
B1
dun-dun-dun.
and B2. Our resident bananas there. Two
Couple of horse
trainers,
trainers.
couple of blokes who just know a thing or two about horses.
One a bit more than the other this year.
Yes, he does, in the punt category at least. B1 is Tom Barbary out of the Lindsay Golf Stable in Brisbane. And then we have B2, Tommy Button, out of
TBR.
TBR Stable, Tommy Button Racing. So, with no further ado, let's hear from B1 himself.
Yep.
Righto, Reggies! B1 Barbary back again here this week, lads, for another week of Group 1 racing in Brisbane. Crack a day for the Kingsford Smith Cup and the Queensland Derby
This
at
Group 1.
Eagle Farm. And I'm going to Eagle Farm for my best bet, and then I'm going to have a little 3-leg multi. So, for my best bet, boys, I'm going to Eagle Farm, race 6, the Fred Best Classic. Very good race, this. Always is. It's obviously a very strong lead up for those 3-year-olds looking to get into the to the Stradbroke in a fortnight's time. And I'm going with number 2 here, boys, Angel Capital. First up for the Waller Stable, Big Dick Benny Mellum to ride from Barrier 4. He will take a power of beating. Obviously recently purchased by Yulong. Bit of a sad story about how Clinton McDonald lost the horse, but I think he'll start his life off with Chris Waller on a winning note and prove very, very hard to beat. So I'll be having 4 units to win 4 units to win number 2, race 6 at Eagle Farm, Angel Capital at $3.20 at the time of recording. Then I'm going to have that same horse, Eagle Farm Race 6, number 2, Angel Capital, into Eagle Farm Race 5, the BRC size produce, number 1, Grafter Burners to place. This poor horse just cannot draw an alley, seriously. He's been wide at his last 3 runs. He was massive on the day there to run a drum when we were at Milton Common there. He just cannot draw an alley, this poor horse. He's a very, very, very good colt. Just needs a little bit of luck from the alley, but I'm sure he'll run into a hole for us at $2.60 into Angel Capital in race 6, like I said. Then I'm going to Caulfield race 6, number 3, Jimmy the Bear. He is second up and peaking, I believe. He's a very good horse around that sort of winter mark. Tom Preble to take 2 kilos off. Barrier 6. He's got terrific second up form. He's 2 wins, 2 seconds from 4 starts second up, and I think he will definitely run a drum. I think he'll be going very close to winning at $4.20. That 3-leg multi is going to get us with our wagering partner Neds $34.94 at the time of recording, and I'll have a unit on that. So that's Eagle Farm Race 5, number 1, Grafter Burners to place, into Eagle Farm Race 6, number 2, Angel Capital to win, into Caulfield Race 6, number 3, Jimmy the Bear to win, $34.94 for 1 unit, and your best bet, Eagle Farm Race 6, number 2, 4 units at $3.20. Keep it stiff. Happy punting.
Nice.
We've got more Eagle Farm Race 5.
Bit of Eagle farming.
I didn't think, I had a bit of a feeling he was going to go towards Grafter Burners because, as you mentioned, got it for the place in at Milton Common a few weeks ago.
Yep.
That was his prohibited bet, I guess you could say, because we mentioned that you have to have something on it yourself. But anyway, good horse. I like it.
Yep.
Good bet. I can't believe he's getting that fucking juicy of odds for a place multi. I don't
That's
mind
what happens
that
when
at
you go
all.
with Neds, mate.
Yeah, it is, mate. You're not getting that with any other bookie.
No. Should we hear from his young fella?
Yeah, we'll hear from the little fella, his grandson.
Reggies, TBR here for the banana segment this week. I'm off to Brisbane. I'm going to go race 6, number 2, Angel Capital. I think it's the best bet of the day. I'm going to have all 5 units on at $2.90. Good luck, happy punting, and remember, the Moya, the fucking Moya.
Oi,
Fuck off.
But if Barb's multi doesn't win and
Button wins more.
Button wins a bit more.
So Button's grabbed his red fucking nuts and he's put him a bit more on the table than Barb's has.
But still, Barb's, he doesn't really get crept up on much.
No, probably not a whole lot because it is shorter odds.
The boys, cancelled each other out.
No way. Right, so
The
Button
odds
could
of that
come off better
happening.
here.
The odds of that happening aren't very big.
Has it happened before? In this segment, I can't fucking remember a time that's happened. Wow. They are going to be, I'll tell you, Barbs will be furious with that.
He'll be off it.
Just more proof that we don't communicate before we actually play the recordings
Because
on this
we're
show.
Reggies.
We are. We come in here and we
Get
just
over it.
slap them together.
That's it.
Right, so Barbs could bury him if the multi gets up.
Yeah.
But, wow.
There you go.
I can't believe that. The two nanas are going head to head.
Oh, good on you, boys.
Great stuff, boys. Brilliant punting. They know a thing or two.
Right.
What do we normally do now? Do we normally go group one?
Group one,
Because
mate.
we hear from old Barbary
We
again,
do.
don't
We hear from the big fella, and he gives us a big rundown of the
does.
history
Well,
of the race.
it's his
which is
new
good.
job.
I like it.
It's why we pay him so much.
Yeah.
I wonder if he'll have a quiz for us. Maybe something really simple.
I'm not answering a fucking quiz today, bro.
Not on a day like this.
No
for the
quizzes
man.
today, bro.
We mentioned before, Kingsford Smith Cup, Race 7, Eagle Farm. You've got some great fucking horses coming in here. It's meant to just sheet down along the East Coast this weekend as well. So be prepared for some fucking mud skippers. And there's a few horses in this race that can do it. So with no more fucking around, let's hear from Barbs.
Righto, boys. A Group 1 this week. We head across the road to headquarters to Eagle Farm for the Kingsford Smith Cup, formerly known as the BTC Cup. Obviously changed its name in honour of Charles Kingsford Smith. Was first run in 1964 as the JT Delaney Quality Handicap. It's over 1,300 metres. It's for 3-year-olds and older at standard weight for age for $1 million. Like I said, formerly known as the JT Delaney Handicap. The BTC Cup from 2004 to 2016. It's been the Kingsford Smith Cup since 2017. Originally first run at Doomben from 1964 to 2013. And then it bounced around, obviously, with the facilitation of the refurbishment of Eagle Farm for the 4.5 years or whatever it was shut. But yeah, we've been back at Eagle Farm since 2019, and that's where it's raced at, running every year. Some superstar horses have won this race. We go back as far as Strawberry Road, Bucks Pride, Chief De Beers, obviously when it was at Newman. General Nadeem, Falvalon, Apache Cat, Duporth, Black Caviar, the Bostonian, Vega 1, Apache Chase, and Think About It in recent years. I was a bit rusty recording this. I haven't really got a G1G trivia question. Sorry, boys.
Oh, I'll fit.
But onto the race. Now, it's an interesting race this year. Lots of different form lines. Hard to sort of bring up. But Private Eye's an interesting runner. You know, he's old enough. He should be on the pension pretty much. I think Giga Kick, just unlucky last start. Another different form line to bring into it. And I'm well and truly with the one down the bottom, boys. Jolly Star's an interesting runner as well. After sort of not having all that flash of a preparation, is it an afterthought coming up here? I don't know. Benedetta's run in the 10,000 was very good. But yeah, like I say, I'm with the bottom one, boys. Bazzusto. I don't like him at the weights. I think it's very ordinary that he only gets 2 kilos off the older horses. And it's got to carry the same weight as the mares. But anyway, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. But I think Bazzusto will have the class to beat these. Very, very, very good colt on the way up. Zerastro will go forward. Rise at Dawn from barrier 1 will kick up underneath it, and they'll pair off, I think. But apart from that, the race is sort of devoid of any speed, so don't be surprised to see horses like Private Eye and Giga Kick sort of booting up to hold a spot somewhere. But yeah, I'm with Bazzusto, boys. I'm going to have 2 units to win and 3 units to place. Number 13, Bazzusto. Keep it stiff, lads. Happy punting.
I like that.
I do. Trained by friends of the show, Annabelle and Rob Archibald as well. Good barrier.
Good horse.
Good horse. One of the...
Market mover on the Neds app right now.
Definitely one of the chances in this race for sure.
Yeah. Should we hear from Button?
Yes, we should.
Reggies, TBR here for the Group 1 this week, the Kingsford Smith. Pretty even bunch of sprinters this, so I think any one of 5 or 6 can probably win on their best day. I'm going to go with Benedetta, number 12. 4th last start, inside barrier 9. That's me theory. I'm going to have 4 units on it.
Wow.
And with my other unit, you guessed it, because I'm a whore for a first 4, listen up, here's the numbers. 12 to beat 10, to beat 1, to beat 2. Good luck, happy punting, and remember, the Moya, the fucking Moya.
He's going to do it one day, Tom.
He will.
He's going to do it one day. So that's Benedetta, Jolly Star, Giga Kick, Private Eye. That's pretty much what I would say is going to be the 4 most heavily backed in this segment, I reckon.
You reckon?
I've got a good feeling.
Well, mate, I'll kick it off, and I'm with Barbs. I'm number 13, Bazzusto. I just like the look of it, man. I'm going all 5 units at $8.50.
It's fucking value, isn't it?
Well, yeah, bottom weight, like you said, maybe not enough weight off, but you just like the look of it.
I almost feel for Jolly Star, like, great horse, but the J-Mac tax is bringing it down and it's boosting other horses. It's hard to back it at $2.90 right now.
I just like the Bazzusto $8.50 that I'm getting.
Yeah, that's
and
what I mean.
Just load it because, like you said, it's a pretty... Heaps of horses could win.
Absolutely, yeah. Jolly Star is almost increasing odds for the rest of the fucking horses in this race, but expect it to change a lot, especially dependent on the weather this weekend. They could be fucking swimming at Eagle Farm, and that track has just been copping some liquid recently, hasn't it? They can't get a break.
Right,
shall we hear from Rocket?
Yeah, let's hear from you, mate.
Boys, punters, Queenslanders, Rockets, Roughies, raring to go. Group 1 is at Eagle Farm. I'm going horse 3, Rothfire. Tim Clark on board, Heathcote trained. 3rd up, and he's placed 3rd up previously. He impressed last start. Should be there at the end. Let's go 5 units at $15. Jump on him, stay hard.
Oh, did it get scratched?
It has been scratched.
So, and he's over in Canada, so I'm having to send him screenshots. So he sent that this morning or even yesterday. So
Yeah.
oh well.
Look, we'll
He can
get
just-
the man gets the benefit
Yeah,
of
that's
the
he's
doubt.
on holidays.
He gets to keep his 5 units. When you're on holidays, it's
Yeah,
all right.
you can't
Rocket.
even
Don't
get onto
stress
the app.
about it, mate. Not that he would stress.
No,
About it
I
at
don't think
all.
he will stress.
I don't think he is sitting there.
I don't
pulling his
think
hair
he's
out going,
stressing. And I'm not going to annoy him about getting another horse
no.
either.
Look, he'll take his 5 units and he'll keep marching on.
Yep.
Unlucky to the bloke.
What are you thinking, bro?
I'm surprised more people haven't really led towards it yet, and I'm going Giga Kick. I
Yep.
think fucking absolute class horse.
Yeah.
Zara on board as well. And people have probably steered away from it because of its third when it first ran up before, and I think it's going to be much better off here. Can do it in the heavy, can do it in the soft, which is going to play a massive part in a race like this late in the day too. Should stay away from the inside with barrier 9. So hopefully if the track is ripped the fuck up, it can get around a bit and then just absolutely bang home. Look, it won't even trouble it if it does get up the inside though, because it just loves a sloppy track. So $5.50 I got, but it's down into 5s now. So I'll be an honest bloke. I'm not going to rip his off for 50 cents.
No worries.
$5 at the time, and I still think that's insane value
I do like Giga
for
Kick.
a horse that a household name.
Yeah, yeah.
One
It's
of
one of
the-
those ones you go, I know that horse.
Giga. Oh, Giga's racing.
Kick.
You know the stripes, you know the white
Giga
hat.
Punch.
So, old Terror Punch. I think we've said that before, didn't we? Last time it ran, you and I might have got on off a little tangent with the opposites.
Jeez, that's strange of us.
Yeah, we
So
never.
weird. No.
Yeah, so
no, I like it,
fives-
mate.
5s is insane value.
Yeah,
so
and on the nose.
on the nose, all
Yeah.
5 units. I can't go past it. So
No worries, mate.
come on, Giga, get me a win.
Pedro.
What's he got?
Righto, Group 1 racing, the Kingsford Smith Cup. Yeah, another hard one, as they all are. Some fucking cracking horses. But lately this shitty fucking Brisbane weather has been fucking all my bets up.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go for number 13, Basusto. Barrier 4, Josh Parran on the back. Annabelle and Rob trained. Yeah, fuck, I like this horse. $8.50, Neds are going to give me. Fuck yeah, I'll have 5 units on Basusto.
Let's go,
Fuck
Pedro.
Jolly Star. Cheers, boys. Attack.
There's our first little drive-by, really, and it was on Jolly Star.
Yeah. Better than us.
It kind of sounded like Pedro had the tingle in his plums there when he's just said, "Fuck, I like this horse."
Yeah, yeah. Well,
He's got a feeling.
Pedro, Barb's just went soft on it, though.
There's a common theme here. Basusto is getting heavily backed on the show.
It is.
Which I expected a far more spread out field here. Every time I've said, "Oh, this Group 1 will probably be spread out,"
Yeah,
heaps,
everyone's thinking the
everyone
same.
goes the same horse. Righto, not bad at all.
G1.
I'll keep this short and sweet, boys, because hopefully Barb's has done his job and gone through the runners. And hopefully you got the G1 question right, boys, because, yeah, I'm not
We
there,
didn't have one,
unfortunately,
mate.
to get it right again. I'm going to back Giga Kick.
Oh.
He set for this, and he was
Kick.
good first up. He got way too far back over in Adelaide, and the race obviously wasn't run to suit that. He didn't have a choice. It's probably going to be the same story here, so hopefully he gets a bit of pace on in front to suit. Otherwise, it'll be more of the same story. But I don't want to miss out on the $5.50, so Zara gets on board. He's a hype horse, so just fucking live up to it. $5.50, 5 units on the NOS.
Yeah. You can't argue with that.
You get 552 then, mate, if he's taking it.
Yeah, fucking oath. That's
Yeah,
a great
don't
point.
be too
Thank
honest.
you, Twin. I'm not going to be... Look, I'm not going to sell myself short now. Fuck is. 550 it is.
Well, you're not going to be on Giga Kick at 5s and Groper at 550.
No, and if I told Groper, hey, we're backing it at 5s, he'd say, fuck off, it's my show. And I'd
Yeah.
go, okay, well, we're getting 550s.
Yeah.
So that kind of gives me a bit more confidence knowing that someone else is going on Gig Kick. It's like, oh, shit. But I also wanted to win by myself.
So it's Giga Kick, Basusto, and only one other.
Yeah, it's a bit of a team.
Benedetta, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, which is...
And no one's on Jolly
No
Star.
one's on Jolly Star. It's got to be the odds. If you're getting 5s or 4s for
Wait,
Jolly
what do you
Star,
reckon Keto's going to go?
Keto is going to go fucking rogue. He absolutely will. He's going to go something Democracy Manifest.
You reckon?
Going to say now, yeah. First up, 41s. I reckon he'll do
I reckon he'll go Rise at Dawn.
Oh, that could play into the old. What was his meteorological above the horizon?
Sunrise.
Yes.
Sunset.
Dawn.
Righto, Keats. What do you got, brother?
Reginald's Eagle Farm Kingsford Smith Cup. What a great lineup this is. Like I said earlier, it's going to be a remarkable day for the Hayes camp. Therefore, I'll be having all 5 units to win rise at dawn at $18.
Boss.
It comes out of the All-Star
How's he done
Mile
that?
and the Doncaster. This little freshen up could be what just happens to get this horse over the line at the shorter distance. Look, this is a future Stradbroke winner, guys. Get on now, as it's been belted in all in markets. Until next week, happy punting. Stay safe.
That was just a stab too.
Yeah, I'm quite impressed with that. Well, looking back at it now, he did say the start's going to be a big day for the Hayes camp.
I didn't even see that though. I was just looking through the
Good
thing.
barrier draw too. It's got literally the one on the
Well,
fence.
there you go. Keto's
Fourth
gone out. He's gone rogue outside the pack.
Fuck, that is 17s at the time, which is quite remarkable because Rise at
Good
Dawn,
odds.
I don't think is even a double-digit horse in a race like this. So, well done, Keto. Seeing something we're not.
That's a Group 1, boys.
That is the
couple of heavily
G1.
backed horses there.
Done and dusted. No
Yep.
Private Eye. Shocked me.
Ah.
I genuinely was thinking
I thought
Private
Jolly
Eye.
Star might have got 1 or 2 as well.
Yeah, like other than Button's first 4,
Yeah.
Jolly Star and Private Eye missed out completely.
Yep.
Shocking.
But see, I reckon sometimes you go into it where people might not go a horse because they think everyone else might, so they'll change it up a bit. That's the
a bit
thing
of
with it,
reverse
isn't it?
psychology
Yeah.
for sure.
Good stuff, boys. There's the Group 1.
Well done, gentlemen.
Hopefully one of us gets a win there.
Yeah, can provide someone with something, and we won't be. Well, we didn't really hear crickets this week, but we didn't have any fucking print clip.
Righto, Reggies. It's time for the Neds Dart of the Week. Jace, which race are we heading to, mate?
Tom, we're heading to the Queensland Derby. It's a Group 1. This is a big one. Race 8, Eagle Farm. At the moment, we've got 23 nominated and 1 has been scratched. So this works out perfectly for a dartboard because 1 to 20 is 1 to 20. And then the other 2 can be Cat's Eye and Bullseye.
And if I hit that, I highly doubt I'm going to hit that.
Mate, anything can happen on the fucking Reggies.
That's right, mate. Anything can happen on the Reggie. So let's go. Hand over the eyes.
Oh, shit. Just realised I'm not recording.
Oh, well, you better record that, mate.
I better record this one.
Lucky I missed it.
All right, take
Right,
2.
we good,
Let's
mate?
go, Tom.
Good
Yes,
to go.
we're good to go.
Righto.
Oh, he's gone
20.
20.
20. What do we got, mate?
The Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
Is paying $23 at the moment.
Oh,
Look,
value.
it doesn't have bad form. You've had a third, a first, a second, and a third.
And with Neds, you can get up to the top 4.
Exactly.
You can get on the
I'm
app.
going to quickly check what we can get top 4 market. Because,
Tell 'em the odds, mate.
This is a place beast. So wouldn't that be nice if we could just get back on the horse?
It would be good
in
to
the
get back on
darts.
the horse.
So race 8, let's go down to number 20. The Muffin Man. Top 4, you're getting a whopping $4.
$4, top 4, 4-4. Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Happy
boys.
days. Also, get in the Reggies group. Type in the Reggies on the Neds grab. Type in the Reggies on the Neds app and get amongst it.
Beauty. Let's get into our championships, our
Yep.
final segment. Who have we got this week, Tom?
Mate, we've
representing
got
listeners?
Kurt Walters. So I had a bit of a look through. There wasn't much. We're just going to hit him with Kevy, I think.
That's simple.
Yeah,
Walters, Billy, Kevy,
Kelly,
Kerrod,
Biv,
Steve,
yep,
whatever
Joe.
one you like. Joe, that works too. Yeah, but not a very easy name to call the opposite of. So sometimes it's just a bit of a stretch.
Radio Reggies, listen up. Kurt Grass here. Over here, Eagle Farm, race 5,
I like
Bull
that.
Archers.
That's great.
Having 2 units on that at $11. We're heading to Rose Hill, race 5, O'Leary. I'll have 2 units to win at $18. And for my last unit, I will be placing them in a 2-leg win multi at $198.
Groper special.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is Legends,
G1
the
special.
Moya, the fucking Moya.
He's taken a leaf
like-
out of Grope's book.
And you can't argue with that method.
No.
Because it's like, if you're on the money, you'd be dirty if both of them won and you didn't put 1 unit on the
100%. It's like
multi,
a
right?
fail safe,
Yeah.
but also absolute glory.
Cover your ass, you'd be spewing.
The
if you
Groper
didn't.
method. It's worked.
Yep.
It produced probably the best bet in show's history.
And we probably won't catch the fucker.
No, we probably won't. And it's this segment too. So this bloke is reaching for the stars.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I like that. I like when the listeners come in with some horse bets because it's usually a bit more outside of the box than we do. Like Keto goes to New Zealand. He likes doing that. But the listeners come in with something. They've got some insider mail from some Joe they met on the weekend at the pub.
Yep.
So I really enjoy when they provide us
Me
with some
too.
horses. Would you
yeah.
like to tell us what you're doing, mate?
Yeah, mate. I actually forgot Groper's 1,000 units in front, and I should be swinging every bet.
I've
But
gone a bit more safe too.
But I've just sort of chucked on a bet that I hope, and I did it about 2 minutes ago, sitting out there. And I'm going a 2-leg, anytime second rower try scorer multi.
he's going back to
try,
his roots.
Jace, try and pick the 2.
Okay. Well, you mentioned Hamole before.
Yeah, he's one.
And then I'm going to say Sunday of Hudson Young against Roosters.
Nah, not Huddy Young.
Nikora?
Nah.
Oh,
There's one
Alicia
more.
Katoa.
Yeah.
There it is. There's a few that we commonly back.
There's about 600 other second rowers, but no, I'll go these
not
two.
them boys. Not
So
them.
anyway, that's me, man. I'm just going to go simple as those two anytime try scorers. That's giving you $8.70.
I like
and I'll
it,
chuck
mate.
5 units on. Just
Well-
keep it simple, brother. I'm just, yeah.
If you
the
think-
brain isn't braining
Yeah.
very well today.
When the brain ain't braining,
When the brain ain't braining, you keep it simple.
you go back to your roots. And what's this bloke know? He knows short balls, second rowers score.
Loves it.
You know that I love him too. So I will be going follow in the Reggies group on Neds.
That's right.
And I'll be riding that one as well.
So that's me, brother. What are you going?
It's gonna sting me almost when
If Hamole
scores. So I'm just
Oh.
going, you dirty dog. Obviously, being a Broncos fan, I don't want him
Yeah.
to score, but as well as multi-aspect. Oh. Righto. For mine, I'm also not swinging for the hills. I'm not going to chase Groper in this one, but it is a horse that I really, really like. It is in Eagle Farm Race 5. It is completing the trifecta. Barb's mentioned it before. He backed it a couple of weeks ago in the place multi. He's got it again to run a drum. It's grafter burners.
Yep.
So it's absolute value out the wazoo at the moment. $7.50, mate. And I just think I
Love it.
cannot go past that when it's fitter and it's at 1,400 metres here. Suits it, building up to the distance. And I've just got to slap all five units on it, mate.
Nice. Well, I'll be
It's
getting
a-
on that too.
It's a good horse.
Yep.
And
Suited for the race.
$7.50.
It's got a good draw.
The barrier, I got to quickly check this actually because 16. See, yeah, Barb's did mention that before. It cannot get a good draw at the
Yeah,
moment.
so
but
it's got to have a bit of luck, but
I'm relying on the inside to be a bit chopped up.
yeah.
So most of the horses that I'm on today are not inside barrier draws. So I'm hoping that it can get around the outside and just stay out of the mud. Should be good. Down to 7s, but will I be honest again? I'm just shooting myself in the foot here, aren't I? We'll keep it at 750.
Mate, 750.
750 is what it is.
That'll be fine, mate.
Let's wrap it up with the big G.
Yeah, wrap it up with
He's
the-
got to have the final word.
Yeah. Let him go.
Righto, boys, championships time. Final bet on the show for tonight. Look, I'm going to go with complete juju and name and a couple of things that just fit in with the show beautifully.
Wow.
He can.
I'm going to go to Morfettville Race 2, horse number 8, Never Surrender. Because we do not ever
Fuck
surrender.
right off.
You've got Taylor Johnston's claiming 2 kilos, which is going to be handy. And third up and Peking. Let's hope he can get the chocolates. It is $12 a win, $3.50 a place. I'm going to have 5 units the nose. Let's hope we can get a bit of a juju bet early on at Morfettville.
that.
Start the day fucking beautifully.
Love that, Groper.
Not even a bad bet.
Never
and then you
surrender.
add in a quote that we are just loving, and it is matching the one behind us, the Moi the Mori at the moment.
Yeah.
I'd say I'm starting to almost use Never Surrender a bit more.
No, it's good stuff.
This bloke can have fun with Juju. He can do what he wants in this segment.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, I love that.
I
Never
love it.
surrender.
You don't see much Juju from Gropes. He's a very
Yeah, he
form-orientated,
is.
form lines and that, which is great.
He's just not a superstitious man at all.
Nah,
So for
but
him to do this.
It's great stuff. You can't, superstitious man or not, that name there. If I had saw that today, I would have went that as well.
100%. I didn't even think to look at
So
Adelaide.
I'll be on it myself.
Wow. I'm so impressed that he sniffed this out for us because, look, he can fucking win in this segment. Whatever. We've kind of thrown in the towel.
Mate,
but,
I definitely haven't thrown in the towel. I'm going to be swinging when my brain's working again.
I'll be swinging too, but it's hard not to
But
admire
even,
what
bro,
the man's
like, I
done.
think, like, next time and that, it's just remembering how far he is in front and going, this multi, 4, and then just put one leg on a swing every time.
Yeah, that
you
is
got to
good.
have a
That is
one-leg
good.
swinger.
Good way to think of it. I might swing some weeks, but I'm at the point now where it's like I'm not going to reach him this week. Maybe I'll just delay it for another couple of weeks and get
And then
myself
put the
a
keys
winner.
in the bowl. and
Just
go
get
swinging.
people to just have a bit more faith in me because I feel like I'm just stooping down a bit low at the moment. All I need is one more win.
Little perk up.
Get me back up into winning form, and then I can fucking swing and try and go for Gropes.
Bloody oath.
Never surrender. Wow. Well
Great
done, mate.
stuff, boys. Well, I
Beautiful.
think that's us, Jace.
That should wrap it up. We've covered everyone, have we not?
I think we have,
hope
mate.
we have.
The vlog will be out as well for the day we had.
Yes,
at
the
Milton,
Milton
Common,
Common weekend.
and going to see the racehorse. So that's up on the Reggies YouTube. Go and check that one out and see how you like it.
She's a great video. The Keatings are heavily featured.
Yeah.
And we love them on the show. Yous love them as well.
Yeah.
So this will be great viewing for them.
It's great
Noah's
stuff.
done a great job once again. Shout out to Peak
Peak
Productions.
Productions.
But yeah, so head to the YouTube or you'll find the link on the socials as well.
Yep. And then get in
amongst
that
it.
Neds group. The bets should be in there before the weekend for you to be able to just copy bet in that
Absolutely.
Reggies group. So make sure you get in there. The Reggies
easy.
is the code. Get in. Show us what you reckon for your bets on the weekend. I'd love to see them as well. And have a safe and ripper weekend, boys and girls.
Absolutely. Hooroo.
You win some, you lose more. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website